How we doing, everyone? How we doing? Today is Wednesday, February 10th, 2021. This is today's version of Real Estate Talk, the afternoon version. We come on here. Looks like I'm probably going to change it to 1 p.m. I've been coming on at about 12:30, Monday, Wednesdays. But I think I'm going to go Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 1 p.m. I think that time works better for me. Hopefully, more people can, make themselves available to get any question that they may have answered. So Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays we'll be on here at 1 p.m. and then we'll come back at 8 p.m. We're going to be talking more about real estate notes at 8 p.m. If you are interested in learning about that, seeing if that is a real estate strategy that may work for you, please look for me at about 8 p.m. Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays for that information. We'll try to answer those questions. We usually pick like a certain topic that we'll go over on Mondays normally, and then if people, watch the replay, want to come back, ask questions on Wednesday or Friday, I'll make myself available. We didn't do it this past Monday just because there was had a church meeting that got called. But we're going to do it tonight because we didn't do it on Wednesday. We're going to talk a little bit more about real estate notes tonight. But normally we're going to do that on Mondays. Mondays at 8 p.m. And then again in the afternoons, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 1 p.m. We'll just be answering questions in general. If you do have a note question, that's fine. But if you have other real estate related questions, you can always jump on in the afternoon or in the evening as well. It's just that I'll be talking more about real estate notes in the evening time, but I will still answer any questions that people may have. Saw an interesting article today. Let me see if I can find it. Definitely wanted to get, put it out there, see what people's opinion is on it. Something that I've said in the last time that I've come on here, but this article just was published. And it says the number of equity-rich properties jumps by 2 million in 2 years. This is an article from National Mortgage News. So I will post that in the comments if somebody wants to read it. But the article says a greater portion of borrowers built their equity levels in the fourth quarter, while the share of underwater properties shrunk, according to the Atom Data Solutions. Of the country's 59 million mortgage properties, 17.8 million, or a little over 30%, qualified as equity rich with combined loan-to-value ratios of 50% or less. So they have 50% or more equity in the property. So that's considered to be an equity-rich property. The steady improvement continued from 16.7 million and 28.3% in the third quarter, with the number of equity-rich homes growing by over 2 million in 2 years. So obviously with the prices going up, more people have equity in their homes. And my question is what are people doing with this equity? What is your plan with the equity that you have in your house now? Are you just going to let it stay there and, hopefully grow? Most likely it won't continue to grow. Real estate is cyclical. So you have prices that go up and then you have, the valleys when prices go down. So right now, obviously, we're at a peak time. And is that going to, continue? If it does, how much longer is it going to continue for? So what are your, I'd like to know what people's game plan is, knowing that they do have this, growing equity in their property. It says, for now, homeowners are sitting pretty on a growing reserve of personal wealth. Todd Teta, Atom's chief product officer, said in the report. As with many other housing markets metrics, the prospects for equity building even further in 2021 are wholly uncertain because of many questions surrounding the pandemic and the U.S. economy. So, I really want to know, are people really going to take advantage of the equity, whether it's selling the property or doing some type of leveraging of the equity in your property with a HELOC or something like that. Very interested to see how people, take advantage of this particular equity right now, because, like I said, the equity most likely is at some point going to go down. Now, will it go down 2%, 10%, 25%, 30%? No one really knows, but obviously, it can't always continue to trend up. So if you are a homeowner out there, and especially if you're somebody that has multiple properties, what if you have, your personal residence and then you have investment property as well? Are you looking to leverage that equity in some way to then, buy more properties or to invest in, other things, whether it be the stock market, cryptocurrency? What other things are you really potentially looking at to leverage, equity at a time when there's such low interest rates? Money is cheap right now. So, these are things that I like to talk to people about. And what we try to do is show them how note investing can be a great addition to a portfolio, can diversify a portfolio, can get you started in real estate. So, that's why I try to do those note talks at night. At least once, I come on 3 times a week, but we try to focus on note investing on one of those 3 nights to try and get that out there to people. So this is perfect for, this article is speaking to people that, have this equity in the house, and, what are you going to do with it? You should always have money working for you. So if this money is there, if you're able to access it, through a HELOC, through some type of refinance, whatever the case may be, you want to take advantage of it and take advantage of some of the things that are currently on sale. There may be some businesses in your area, other types of investments that there's some value because prices have come down on some other asset classes. So, are people really taking advantage of this at this particular time? And you could have bought a home within this year, 6 months ago, and find yourself with some equity now. Maybe you bought your house 18 months ago. Usually you don't see a lot of equity in that short period of time, but how things have been going up and things have been selling, you may have some equity in your property. So just something for people to think about. Like I said, part of what we do here, we try to find articles and different things, talking points to bring to your attention. And that's one of the things that I saw that really got my attention, and I have been talking about it, and then the article came out with the data showing that, people are, these home prices continue to go up, and, the neighborhood, if you're living in a certain neighborhood, you're actually getting the benefits of this housing boom. So, what is the next step? What is the plan, because of that? Are you looking at ways to take advantage of that? So, let's see what else may have come up. Let's see. some other things. I think there actually was an extension. Yeah, FA extends foreclosure moratorium forbearance period. So obviously, I think people have been paying attention to that. So it looks like you can go up to about 15 months. So it'll be a year in March. So you have April, May. So you're looking at the second quarter going into the third quarter of 2021 before this moratorium or these forbearances run out. So there's giving you at least 4 to 5 months to be able to make a decision on what you'd like to do with your property. Because at some point this is going to end. So, obviously people want to pay attention to that. Whether you're just a homeowner and you're part of these forbearance agreements, or you are looking to get into investing, or you aren't investing, what's going to happen with these properties come June, July of this year. Are we going to see an increase in foreclosures? Is the administration going to bail out some homeowners and help homeowners? So it's something for investors as well as homeowners to consider and to know about. See if I see anything else that looks interesting. Overall mortgage forbearance volume increases. So it says due largely to forbearance programs, home is remaining sweet home for at least the time being. There was a slight uptick from 5.37% of services portfolio volume in the prior week to 5.38 as of July 17, 2021, and the total number of loans now in forbearance. So obviously more forbearance means that people are having difficulty with their employer if they are still employed, been laid off again, or not brought back to work. So, what are these people going to do? They've got an extension for 15 months. And I wonder if that extension goes from the time that you requested the forbearance. Do you have 15 months from that? Let me see about that. Let me see. It's forbearance and eviction. So it really doesn't say. It doesn't specifically say if it starts, it's 15 months from when you started. I'm pretty sure that it is, but most people, started, at the beginning of the pandemic. But if you didn't, then, maybe you'll get extended. Maybe things will get extended to you until the summer or into the summer 2021. Maybe that'll last you into the fall as well. But you do have up to 15 months for the forbearance. So I would definitely check with your lender just so you know, so you have a clear understanding and you're not surprised in the end of March, or the end of, like June. So you're not surprised at the end of June if they say, this 15 months is up. And so yeah, like that's what we try to do here. We try to just come on here, be able to answer questions, bring you information, different things that you should be considering, possibly looking at. If you know people in certain situations, we'd love to help. We'd love to help you individually, anyone that you may know with their situation. And so that's why we're on here, and we try to make ourselves available around lunchtime, thinking that if you do have a break, maybe you want to do something different, come jump on, just ask some questions. Could be something that you're thinking about. Maybe somebody asked you to spark your mind. I did have somebody reach out to me in regards to purchasing a house, and this particular lender, which was a credit union, was the credit union would approve her for a single family house, but if she wanted a multi-family house, they were going to make her put down like 20% or something like that. So I don't know if that's just a program that this particular credit union has, or if it has something to do with the pandemic. But I thought that was a little surprising that you could, put down 3% or something for a single family, but for a multifamily, they'd make you put down so much more. So, maybe that is an effect of, renters having issues and the bank, this particular bank being a little bit more cautious. But hopefully we can get on the phone with the bank, kind of figure out, with the credit union, I should say, and figure out, what the situation is and, what can be done. So, some people think it's a good time to buy. I mean, what you get, you're probably getting more house for the same payment that you would have gotten 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 years ago, because the interest rates are so low. But are you maxed out on equity right now? Are you planning on staying somewhere 5, 6, 7, 8 years until this market recycles? These are some of the things that you have to think about if you are going to purchase a home for yourself. If you're looking at investment, obviously you're looking at it from a different point of view. You have to factor in some other things in terms of, who's going to live in that, what type of employment is in the area, what unemployment rate in that area, what jobs are working. So, a lot to consider, when you're thinking about doing something within real estate, depending on what side that you're on, buying for yourself or buying for an investment. But, again, we like note investing. We like becoming the bank, more flexibility. We can work things out with homeowners when we are the note holder, depending on their situation. These people that we deal with are not tenants, so it's less likely that they're going to walk away from, some equity, 20, 30, 40,000 more dollars of equity in a property, plus what, they had to put down on the property or the money that they spent to fix the property up or to maintain it. They're less likely to walk away than a tenant. A tenant may say, well, my $2,000 security deposit, it's not that big of a deal. So, being the bank and trying to help people from this side of it is what we like to do and what we look forward to doing and what we want to help others do. We want to create notes for people, create these opportunities, and to have people purchase real estate notes for their own portfolio. So it's been just about 20 minutes. I usually don't go that long, just depending on who jumps on with me and the questions that we have. We'll probably go like 30 minutes, probably not too much longer than that at the most. So again, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I'll be on at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. go roughly about 30 minutes. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday I'll be on at 8 p.m. On Mondays we will be focusing in on note investing. If you have a question about that, would like to know more information about it, you can go to my YouTube channel, Abundant Capital Group. There's some videos there that'll give you some initial information about it. There's a couple presentations, and there's a couple of videos on there where people were asking questions. You can go and check that out. But you can catch me on Monday nights talking about note investing, and then Wednesday and Friday at 8 p.m., just answering questions. So if you have any type of questions, whether it be about notes, whether about real estate or anything else, catch me later on tonight. And then again, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 1 p.m. if you want to ask me any questions. Again, continue to try to bring relevant information in terms of articles and things that we hear about that's going on. There are things that you hear about, and I would love for people to jump on and share with me. I can't read every article that's out there. So definitely want, people to share with me if they saw something and, want to talk about it. Maybe I didn't see it, but maybe we can talk about it. I'd appreciate it. You can contact me at 973-475-8488. Email is acg@abundantcapitalgroup.com. And I'm on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram at Abundant Capital Group. You can catch me there. So that being said, I'm going to take off for today. I hope everybody has a good day. It is hump day, so let's get over that hump and look forward to the weekend. Peace. Take it easy.